Have you ever wanted to try out a gun mouse with recoil? It's ROMB360. The people from Ragnok just sent me the world's first gaming mouse with recoil, which is in the shape of a gun. They asked me to do a review and give my honest opinion, so this immediately piqued my interest and I wanted to share it with you. So let's see how it works and if it's actually worth buying. Just make sure to subscribe so I can keep making these videos for you. Link will be in the description. In the box we have the Ragnok 2 mouse itself and the base for some extra stability. You get a USB-C cable to connect it directly or charge it, which you can plug in right here on the front, and you also get this USB dongle to use the Ragnok mouse wirelessly. And that's about it when we look at the content of the box. On the back of the box we can see the various specs of the Ragnok 2 gun mouse, which states that it has an ergonomic design, black axis triggers, a gun grip design with recoil feedback, an optical sensor PixArtPaw 335 with 16,000 dpi, and dual mode for wired and 2.4 wireless connection. Overall the design feels pretty good, especially when connected with the base, and it also has some nice textures on the side. The Ragnok 2 is clearly designed for FPS games, so that is what we're going to try out later in this video. On the side we have a fire button, which you almost can't see. Furthermore we have a silver scroll wheel with a nice texture, which you can also click. On the front we have two buttons. The top trigger is the left mouse click, which gives you a nice haptic feedback when using it, and the bottom trigger is your right click for aiming down the sight. If you don't like the vibration, you can turn it off with the vibrator on and off switch on the bottom. That's also where you will find the power on and off button. The Ragnok gun mouse also has its own software, where you can configure your buttons and switches, like the left and right click and so on. It also has some nice advanced settings to set up your DPI, macros and profiles. But let's just test out some games, and before we do, the Ragnok 2 is designed for PC games, but in this video I will showcase it on my Steam Deck, and as you can see, the Ragnok 2 works in the main menu, and it also works perfectly in these games. I do have to note that it didn't work straight away in all Steam Deck games. To be fair, this device is mainly created for PC. You should be able to get it working on the Steam Deck games with some extra tinkering. Same goes for the Xbox Series and PS5, although they overall don't support a lot of games. A supported games list can be found in the description. So here are my pros and cons. The ergonomics are really good. The way you're holding the Ragnok 2 gun mouse is more natural and therefore more ergonomic than a traditional mouse. And if that's not enough, you can use the included base. Besides that, you feel more immersed with the Ragnok 2 versus a traditional mouse. And if you have any specific needs, you can customize it within Ragnok software. And if you're looking for a unique experience to play FPS games, the Ragnok 2 will definitely give that to you. But that doesn't mean that the Ragnok 2 is perfect. For example, you need some time to get used to it, especially if you're used to a regular mouse. But it might be easier to get into if you're a new FPS gamer. The front buttons feel a bit soft, but you won't notice that when you're using it. I think it's needed to feel that haptic feedback, but I thought it's still a good thing to point out. Also the scroll wheel overall feels good, but could be a bit more smooth. So what does it cost? The Ragnok 2 gun mouse price is normally $69, but there's currently a discount going on, as you can see here, and it also has worldwide free shipping. I will leave a link for you in the description. So would I recommend the Ragnok 2 gun mouse? I would say if you want a unique gaming experience for FPS games, this is definitely something you should buy, as the Ragnok 2 will give you that awesome FPS experience and doesn't break the bank. It's not only for seasoned FPS gamers, but also for newcomers to the FPS genre, so be sure to check it out. Also, did you know you can play with a mouse and keyboard on Xbox Series and PS5? I have some instruction videos right here, check them out right now or subscribe to check them out later. See you there.